Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to Goga Silgon. And I am very nervous for this video today guys because it's going to be very personal as I will be sharing my life story with you, that how I became today what I am and how the story and the journey was, because I really strongly believe that probably my struggle story could be an aspirational story for somebody else's struggle. So keeping that in mind, only my home. And also recently I had added a story on my Instagram wherein I did ask everybody if you would like to see something like that, and they all of you all said yes. That shows a lot of respect and I'm so obliged towards that. Not even a single person said no. So I thought, why to hide anything from you all and show you from where I come and what I became. It's not like a very big achievement for me yet, but whatever I am, probably it can lay down the path for upcoming beginners. And yeah, let's do it. It's like a normal conversation to you all guys. Alright, okay, let's begin. So my full name is Ghazal Srivastav. I am from Uttar Pradesh, UP, and I was born in Gorakhpur, which is a very small city in Purvanchal, UP, and my nani ka ghar and dadi ka ghar both are in Gorakhpur. My dad is a government officer, and having said that, what I'm trying to convey is that I come from a very normal and middle class family, and being a state government servant, my dad had to keep moving from cities to cities in UP itself. So I did have chance to live in multiple cities within Uttar Pradesh. So the culture is pretty much similar, only the language keeps varying. Major period of my life, I have done my schooling and until class 10th. So from class 2nd to class 10th, I have studied in St. Patrick's High School, which is in Jaunpur. Now Jaunpur is another city in Uttar Pradesh itself. A lot of you all not be knowing also the name I'm talking about. It's very close to Banaras, now known as Varanasi. I think it's a 1 hour of drive from that place. And yeah, I've lived there. I've studied in convent. So basically I've grown in that school, you know, such a long period. I have definitely grown in that school. I made a lot of friends, and I have very good experience there as well. Because that school was only until class 10th, I did not get a chance to live further on there because also my dad got transferred and the selection of school and all this had to revive all the way through. Now after this, I shifted to Barabanki. If you must have heard this place, it's very close to Lucknow. I have lived there for like 2 good years because I did my 11th and 12th from St. Anthony's College. Yeah, it was very difficult for me to accommodate in that school because, you know, just to leave your home school and come to some new school, becoming a new girl, you know, having a tag of a new school girl was very difficult to live with. But it was all, you know, when God gives you challenges, He also gives you that much of strength to live with the situation. So that's what happened to me. And after I did my 12th, my house was all well built in Lucknow, and my dad and mom decided that we will shift to Lucknow now. But now my life was changing because I had already done 12th, and since class 9th, I always wanted to become a flight attendant. So the plan was pretty clear for me. And I had a plan that what can I do and what can I not. But my problem was that even in the far distant family, there was nobody who was in the aviation industry. Although I had one of my cousin working with Jet Airways as a station manager. I think that time he was posted in Visakhapatnam. So I just asked him how the flight attendants are and how the interviews are being conducted, because that was not the era of internet. You remember we used to go to cyber cafe and get Naukri.com, and plan was yeah, I know I am from Uttar Pradesh, and ideally if I wanted to move out to the bigger city, Delhi could have been an option for me, but due to one of my relative in my family, this decision was made by my mom that I will instead go to Pune and stay with my mamaji over there, because she was worried to leave me all by myself, because I think I was just like 16 or 17 probably, and also Frankfurt Institute was a priority for me because I had no other way to know what is aviation all about, so therefore I had to join that. So now the North Indian girl has gone to the Maharashtra. When I went there, the city was different, but the major drift came to my life when there was some disruption in this plan, and for some reason I had to shift to hostel. Yes, dhadam dhadam dhadam, because abhi tak I was thinking ki chalo sab sahi hai, and also the budget which my dad decided, you know, that okay, I will give you this much pocket money, this much for my grads and this much for my Frankfurt. We all have budgets in life यार, किसी के पास ऐसा बहता पैसा तो आता नहीं है, तो that's why, और वो बहुत बड़ा मेरे लिए mental challenge था, because मैं आई किसी और पर्सपेक्टिव से थी, अब मेरे साथ हो कुछ और रहा था, तो वो थोड़ा it gave me a trauma. Now my nanny and my mom helped me to shift to the hostel, but the problem was that financial crisis was beginning for me. How and why? Because now my dad had a plan that okay, fine, I don't have to pay for the accommodation, but for my living expenses, for my college, for my Frankfurt and other miscellaneous expenses, he would take care of. But things changed, so I had to face some major financial changes. Now this new period was beginning. Now the roommates which I had in my hostel were very supportive, but again they were from Maharashtra region itself, so they all used to speak in their language and I used to feel a bit alien, so I thought that's not helpful. Let's not feel alien. So I learned the language. Yes, I can speak Marathi really well. Mala Marathi yete. I can speak really well Marathi. They taught me that. And so I was doing my college in Frankfurt simultaneously. After that, when I went in second year, now only for graduation I'm not gonna stay in Pune, and 2009 I did my Frankfurt. I remember basically it was a major economical issue going on in the aviation industry. I did get demotivated because all my energy and money and you know, a lot of stress, because being an elder kid of your family, you have certain benchmark to achieve for your siblings who are coming after you, and also I was very ambitious and dreamy, and I was like, I have to do something now. So one day I was looking at my Frankfurt certificate and it said aviation, tourism and hospitality. So I thought, theek hai, recession is only in the aviation industry, I can do something else. And that's how I decided to do an internship with Westin Koregaon Park in Pune. It was a new property, opening up property, so they needed staff, you know. And I went for the interview. I got selected. I learned a lot from there, and they had given me food and beverage department to learn, and I learned a lot. I earned some stipends as well for a better living, and it was a good experience. But I also decided at the same time, this is not something which I would like to do for my long term, but for learning experience it was good. Now that was done, and I was financial crisis because Pune is very expensive. I think it's a second most expensive city after Bangalore. And after that I decided so cutting the long story short, I then decided that I will join this BPO and I will gain some experience in the customer service. And while I was doing this in Pune, it was in Hadapsar IT Park in Pune. It was a very well reputed BPO, and they offered me 2 months of training, and believe you me, that training was life-changing for me because it evolved me as a person, because I got to know my weaknesses, my strengths and what I have to work upon. my communication got refined really well after I worked in that industry. And then finally, after getting rejected so many times in so many interviews, I learned a lot with those rejections. That's very important, guys. Take rejection as an opportunity, as a scope of improvement, because मेरे पास तो कोई भी नहीं था मुझे बताने के लिए इस इंडस्ट्री से रिलेटेड. गूगल बाबा भी नहीं थे उतने ज़्यादा. So I was the one who was self-teaching myself everything. Also got invitation from Jet Airways, wherein they said, please come for the interview, and I went. And guess what? I got selected. I was so happy. I was in Andheri East. I remember the interview was there, and I cried with joy. I called my dad and I shared all my experience, what I did, what I did not, ये वो करके. And then मेरे background में गाना बज रहा था, बादल पे पाँव है या छूटा गाँव है, अब तो भाई चल पड़ी. तो हाँ, थोड़ी सी मैं ड्रामेटिक हूँ. तो that's what happened, and I was like, wow, dream does come true. मज़ा आया. And Jet was the best company at that time. I had such fun experience for four years in this company, and I learned a lot. And then today in 2014 I joined one of the very famous airline in Middle East, and it was a great experience. They called me to that place and I gave the interview there, and I got selected as an experienced crew, which I felt was a great achievement, and it was really good for me. And until now I work with the same airline, and I'm very happy to be at this place. And so everything is all good, and I hope this video was not that long and you all enjoyed this journey experience with me. And what all I can tell you is that dreams do come true. अरे सबसे important बात तो बोला ही नहीं. And then one day my sister told me that everybody tells me, ऐसा over confidence नहीं, but everybody tells me that I'm very funny and I can crack a conversation even with the wooden log. So I should start my channel. I should start having an interaction on Instagram and YouTube, and that's how my YouTube and Instagram journey started. I know लोग follow तो नहीं कर रहे हैं, पता नहीं क्या चाहते हैं क्या नहीं चाहते, but I do it because I like it, and you all are there who always support me in whatever endeavors I undertake. And it's amazing that you guys are there with me. And thank you for the voting once again. It felt really great. And I hope आपकी भी आपको कुछ aspiration मिली हो. You enjoyed this video and you can use it for the good cause. What I want to say is that dreams, they do come true. Doesn't matter which place you're born in, which family you're born in, which caste, creed, religion you belong to. Doesn't matter. If he loves you and you love what you committed for, nothing is impossible. Well, इस जज्बे के साथ I want to end this video, guys. अगर आपकी भी कोई ऐसी aspirational story है जिससे आपको लगता है कि कोई अगला इंस्पायर हो सकता है, प्लीज़ उसका वीडियो बना के मुझे ज़रूर भेजो. DM me or get in touch with me with the email address mentioned on the screen, and we will definitely either publish or like write or narrate your story, or probably if you have a good quality video, I will share that story on my page. And let's uplift each other, let's give attention to each other, let's love each other. And I will always support everybody who will come out to look for any help. And yes, I'll be there for you. All right, bye guys, take care, love and peace. Ciao, hasta luego.